Hey. Hello everyone. How is everyone doing today? Today's going to be kind of exciting and strange and different. Hi. Careful, don't put anything on there because it'll get dusty. Thanks. That was my husband that just walked in, and I have my foils all over the place. My foiled eggs. Hello, Mel. Hello, Betty. Hello, Lori. How is everyone doing? Yeah, the wind has finally died down. Unfortunately for me, I didn't get to enjoy it this morning. And I'm going to show you what we did yesterday. And these will be available in the auction. I might try and do another one. And thank you very much, Elizabeth. Very busy morning, yes, indeed. So some of my foil adhesive may not have worked. I just had myself up there. I don't know where it went. Hold on more. And yeah, it just disappeared. Facebook just knocked me off on my computer. I like that, sprinkled the walls. Elizabeth, I'm going to use that. So as you can see, I'm putting these in here. They have been varnished and they are in a small basket. And they will be available if anyone is interested in the auction. There's 12 of them. They've all been sealed as well. I'm just getting them all out, and I just put some green grass, but I am going to leave them in the bag they came in. Thank you, Lori. And then I'm just going to close up the bag, put the grass back in, and this is how they'll be at the auction, for the auction. Why is this? Baskets are never meant to be fine. So this is what it'll be for the auction. Oh, painted the walls. Thank you, Betty. I love that. Okay, so today, yesterday we were using leftover foils. And today what we're going to be, sorry, not foils, metal leaf. And today what we're going to do is something slightly different. We're going to be foiling on, let me talk to you back again. We're going to be foiling on painted eggs, unpainted eggs. Some of the eggs are black, some of the eggs are white, so that, well, cream. And the black ones may not be ready, but I am going to show you, for those that have never seen the process, how to do it. So I started off, and they're all styrofoam eggs. Oh, thank you, Betty. I love that. So the first thing you need to do, if you've never done this before, is I'm doing this one in black to show you how to do it. And where is my black? That's true. That's no more plain walls. That's it. And it's all because of Elizabeth. She came up with it. So I'm just going to put some black paint. First of all, many people say, "Hi, Kim, how are you?" some people say, well, not some people, let me start. Yesterday or the day before, I tried to have the courage to paint below the foil with a black chalk paint. But then I chickened out and I varnished it. And it's funny because yesterday I was back on the retailer's site and they specifically said, please make sure that all your customers know not to use black chalk, not to use any chalk paint, not just black. So please, 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 there's only 6 of you right now. Please make a note, no chalk paint. So I'm going to turn you down and show you. And for those that have never seen this before, I'm sure you all have, how to do this. So I have the the styrofoam or foam egg, and you can get them in any size you want. What I did was put them on these barbecue sticks, and then put the barbecue sticks again in a foam holder, and I'll show you this in a minute. Yes, it is because the adhesive foil formula has changed. So make sure you remember that. I know I had a couple of people last time say that they did not know that you're only supposed to use acrylic. But I'm saying it again. Kim, it's just going to be one that I'm foiling, that I'm painting. All the others, I painted black yesterday. And this morning, I was reminded that I had an appointment in Boston. And I came back and just barely had time to put the foil adhesive. So hopefully I've done this well enough to only require 1 coat, but typically you would need 2 to make sure that the black is covered. Yesterday I ended up having to do 2 coats, either because someone's at the door, either because I didn't do a good enough job the first time, but I had to do it again, or because my paint was not enough. So you apply this on, and once it's dry, and we're going to wait for it to dry, I am not going to, oh no, I'm fine, Elizabeth, I'm fine. I'm going to not use, well, let's see what happens. Hey, Lynn, how are you? Lynn, if you've signed up for my Telegram, and let me check, you should have gotten a notification from me. Let's see, Telegram. Yeah, you're on there. Lynn, you should have gotten a notification from me that I was going to be live at 2 o'clock. Live in 15 is what I wrote. Now, if you're watching another live, you won't hear it beep. Just to let you know. Oh, I see, I see. Hi, Trina, how are you? Oh, okay. All right. Hi, Jill. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I've already picked out my foils so that we won't waste time picking. And I know I said don't do this, but I'm doing this, but from far away, because you know what happens if you do this and you get too close. So this is, I'm just drying it up. Let me feel it. Just a little bit more. And I do need to do a second coat because look at the top. So let me just do a second coat after I put my paintbrush in the water. I was sure I wouldn't need one. Jill, how are you? Hi, Hazel, how are you? So I'm just going to touch it up. Check if there's anywhere else that needs foil, that needs paint. And dump it back in the water. Yeah, the formula changed during COVID. And I've been using acrylic since then, but I was tempted to see maybe they changed it back to the normal formula. And I was almost going to try it, but I became a chicken and I sealed it before putting on the foil adhesive. And then yesterday, as I said, I saw another notification saying, please make sure that you only use acrylic. So let's just go with that. I'm just going to dry it again. Hazel, how are you doing? Jane, good afternoon. How are you? I hope everyone is doing well. This looks like it's worked. And just going to test it. And then, oops. I'm just going to use the paintbrush that I used earlier. Let me see if there's anything on it. And you would be using the Artsivell foil adhesive. Hi, Dolly. How are you? Oh, that's so wonderful, Jane. And it comes on as a milky white liquid. And you just paint it on. Remember, your brush marks may show through. Not may, will show through. So I'm trying to do this. And typically you would put it in a plate, and if it needs water, you would add water. This is a little bit thick because I am getting to the bottom of my jar. So I just want to make sure I get everywhere. So it goes on milky white. And you try, obviously, to get everywhere to make sure you've covered everything. Now, the pokey holes inside, I may not be able to go inside them unless I do this. Because most of the foam eggs that I get are not 100% smooth. There are some. Oh, wow, Lynn. No, I don't think we've got 71. I don't think we've got 68 even. So you can put it on the tray, add a splash of water to thin it out. And then you leave it to rest for 45 minutes to an hour. It will become clear, as I will show you. And then you're ready to foil it. And this is the foam, whatever this is called. Hi, Lynn. How are you feeling, my friend? I'm going to put this in the center. And I'm hoping that these have had... I got home at about 1:30 and rushed to put the adhesive on. So hopefully I will have... I would have had time to adhere. So I'm just going to pull out. I pulled those out this morning. And let me just get this. Not this morning, last night. What am I talking about? And let's start with Melody Marble. Let me just move these things out of the way. Oops, 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 oops. It's all catching. And I might have, oops. Okay, this is not going to work. Let's do it this way. These I'm going to use some of them, but the one I wanted to start with was Melody Marble. So I'm just, if you have, hi Mel. Wow. Please, Elizabeth, check my website. I'm sure I do. But I will check and get back to you. I was hoping that by today, where is my little tag? That I would have fixed it, but the girl is not, the girl who's supposed to help me has not contacted me. It was supposed to be last week, and then she changed it to this week, but she hasn't given a date. Let me just put some tape on here, because I can't find a tag. As you can imagine, with so many different foils, I can't remember which is which. Hi, Rennie. How are you? 72. Oh, Melody Marble. So the first one is one of my favorites to do on seashells. Now I'm going to pull one out, but when I look at what happened when I pulled one from the other. So this one is not going to be perfect. So don't do what I do. Oh no. Okay, you'll have to forgive me. And I'm pretty sure this is the side. Maybe not. Okay, I put the wrong side on, but let me just test. I didn't follow my own rule. Yeah, see, I didn't follow my own rule about testing which side, but we're going to do it with another one because I really love this. And as I said, I love doing it. I'm going to throw the other one out because it's been badly bashed. And I'll pick out another small one. And let's try this again. Hopefully I will not have messed up. I did it again! What is wrong with me today? Yeah, I did it again. I put the wrong side on. Oh, Big Egg is blocking. Sorry. Okay, see how badly damaged this one? I'm not even going to bother holding on to it. You have to test which side. This is going in the garbage again. It's a good thing I did a few of them. That's okay. You know what? You're all going to be if you're doing foils, you're all going to probably make the same mistakes I am. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but you know what? There's so many holes in them, Betty, that I don't want to do that. But you definitely can. Oof. See, I had this so well done. Let's try this again. Until I can find the paper for it. Okay, so let's pick another one. But before I pick another one, let me move a few things out of the way. And as I was saying earlier, you definitely can use your leftover foils. Like this one now is a leftover foil. Now, if you happen to put it on the wrong side, all it will do is pull the adhesive off. This is especially true of the foils on foam. See how some of these pulled off? That's because I had it on the wrong side. But if I had it on the right side, like this wouldn't have happened. But if I try again, this is the wrong side. I'm going to put it on and rub. And see how it pulled off the paint? So just be aware of that it can pull off the paint and the adhesive. Okay, so let's try again. Hi, Miriam, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to use my leftover piece, and let me check again. And you know how I taught you to check. The part that comes off, which is this part, is the part that goes down first if you're not sure what you're doing. So let's try this again. And remember, 2 of the eggs touched and that happened. And if I mess up again, I'll be very angry. Yes. And whether I make my mistakes on purpose or for real, hopefully they'll be good learning lessons for everyone. So I'm just scrubbing this. Remember not to go to the edges because edges are ugly. And don't go near what you've already painted because all you'll get is scratch marks. Now, as I said earlier, I'm not sure whether I've given this enough time or not. And remember I said this is the part that see, I can tell just by these marks that I haven't given it enough time. But we're going to continue with this and see what we can do. And I might start on the white ones and do this. Okay. So is everyone having a good day? I did not give this the time that it needs. So it's all totally my fault that it pulled up here. And this is what will happen with foam eggs. And most of the foiled pieces, it will pull up part of the paint. because this is foam. This is very fragile. I'm just doing the bottom. And with this one in particular, oh, I don't know whether to do this one or not. I wanted to show you, now remember, before I continue with what I was going to say, remember that this will remain tacky, in other words, sticky, for quite a while. Until, well, not for quite a while, for a very long time, until you seal it. But do you see why I love this for the beach? It is, yes. This one is great for seashells. And when summer comes around, we're going to be doing some of these and using this particular foil for the beach. Now this is still very tacky. Now you have two options. Let me put some of these away because the next bit is very well, not very messy, but messy enough. And I hope I have some here because I meant to pull them out. Let me just put this back on here. And don't tell me. Yes, I do have some. I'm trying to pick a color. Okay, the next thing that you need is glitter. And I don't know if I've shown this technique before, but I am going to show it now. And let me just get a piece of paper so that we can do this. This egg is very, very tacky. And I know it's not perfect because of this. So it's a good one to experiment. Yeah, I don't think I've used it, Betty. Oh, no. It's like a silvery bronze. And I'm going to get this here. And what you can do is, I wouldn't necessarily do it with this one, but seeing that we've messed it up already, you can add some silver or any other color that you want. Now on this particular design, I wouldn't use glue. I mean, I wouldn't use the glitter. But you can absolutely use glitter. And I would, even though it takes away all the tack, I would still spray it with a clear spray. I wouldn't paint it, but I would spray it. So as you can see here, this has got part of, this foil is Melody Marble. Melody Marble. So you can use black, but just to make sure that everything is completely covered, and I would still seal, as I said, so that none of the so it doesn't remain that tacky. Am I making sense? I'm not sure I am, but just in case. The other thing you can do is just put regular foam and just paint it with glue and use that. So I'm just trying to get rid of this and putting it there. I'm not going to be using any more glitter. If sometimes I don't make sense by what I'm saying, please, please tell me. I'm just going to put this away so that I can figure out where I'm putting it later. Now, I'm tempted. We have 2, 4, and we have 4 more. Yes, I will, after the live, Betty. Now, you can also use white glitter. If you're doing it in pink, you can use pink glitter or black glitter. You can also use, whatever color your background is. Now, I feel like we have 4 big eggs to do. So I'm going to use this one, and this one is called Cheetalicious. Cheetalicious. It is a pain. Mel, sorry, what do you mean by what type? It's the one with a metallized backing on a plastic sheet. Does that answer the question? I'm not sure what you mean. So I'm just going to, this is another one that got hit badly. So I'm just going to wrap it. See, it touched again. The foil on the wrong side. It's called Cheetalicious foil. It is textile foil. You can use all of these. I don't think I brought out any on clothing as well. And you can't really get a complete coverage. You will get, look at this. You're going to get some lines. Especially with the bigger ones. There goes. No. This is crazy. I don't have enough room on my table. You can also, it is so, foam helps it release so quickly. This is the area that pulled off, but that's okay. We're going to see where else we can get it to transfer. So you can see all these areas that are in black have not transferred. Oh, it doesn't take patience. What takes patience, actually, Rennie, is applying the paint and adding the foiler pieces. But then we all have our tolerances. Yes, it is much easier, Betty. You're absolutely right. I'm showing worst case scenario. It's a rounded object. It's foam. Not the easiest to use. But you can see the cracks that are showing up. That's because I didn't get 100% coverage. I can go back in and eliminate those. Find areas that you have not used. Yes, absolutely. On papier-mâché eggs, it would absolutely work better. It would not be as time-consuming, because some of these, and I'll show you, I had to sand down, you know, the ridges that are either here or across the center. I had to sand those down. So keep moving with the correct side. This is one that is easily fixable because it's just this area, and you can easily fix that. I'm still trying to find areas that don't have foil on. Yes, you can. Betty, I was actually using what I already had. I did not go and buy these styrofoam eggs. I don't know where I got them, but I know for a fact that I did not buy them this year. 1 year I was doing, hi Cassie, how are you? 1 year I was doing these eggs with foil, and without thinking I put the gun, the heat gun, very close to it, and it did pop. Now the other thing that you can do that's available in my shop, and that's you can use velvet powder on the eggs instead of glitter, or instead of foil. There are so many different options. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Kathy. I am so sorry. So this is not as tacky as the other one, but it is still tacky. So you could either add some, actually let's add some white. I don't think white will go, silver will go, but if I can get it opened. No, it must be a new one. Okay, let me just do this. So we'll just do a little bit, but you can add more sprinkles on the areas that didn't catch. Oh, thank you, Kathy. But you can make it what you want. And this is another great thing for Christmas ornaments, but right now we're doing Easter. And these are actually a bit grittier than what I typically like to use. I'm just picking up the ones that are down in front of me. But you can see. Yes, that would be perfect. In actual fact, I don't know what to do next week for Would You Bend, but I was thinking of a styrofoam egg. But then I thought, girl, you're crazy. Don't play with fate. I don't know that I've done one with a foam egg. The only one I remember doing is the half egg. Now let's see. Let's do no, I'm not going to do peacock. I'm going to do a blue one. That's blue. Yeah, a wooden egg would be good. Yes, absolutely. This is Blue Leopard. It comes in blue, in pink, and in green. And I also have it in gold and bronze. I'm trying to get it in purple. I ordered it 4 weeks ago, and I'm still... If you're not careful, yes, Mel. You have to keep the heat gun away from the egg. Now, I love these. The blue is amazing. And as I was saying earlier, Mel, I have on a live 2 years ago popped the styrofoam egg. Sometimes it needs more than just your hand. And on some of these foams, you have to make sure that you sand down. I'll show you which lines with the next one. I'm going to do this. But look at how much has come off. Now I want to do the top. Yes, Lynn, I do. There's no need to be afraid of posting anything. The people with paintbrushes, Walls and More people with paintbrushes, is a private group. Not everyone can join. You have to be approved. Rennie, I've done it with a plastic egg, with a foam egg. It actually pops. Sometimes you're so busy talking and explaining that you end up making mistakes. Yeah, you can do it on plastic eggs. The only thing is you have to prime them, which is why the next egg I'm going to show you, or after the white ones, are plastic, and you don't need to paint them though. You just need to put the adhesive on. So what I would do is I would put this back in, if I'm not, after the glitter, and then put them back in the foam, like this, and that would be, and I would spray them with a spray paint. I don't waste my time with brushing them. You could, you absolutely could, but I just find it's easier and more cost effective to just do them with a spray. Yes, they are. You're very right, Betty. Okay, now this is called Razzle Dazzle. And the colors are more Mardi Gras, but they're a bit pale. So we'll use that on the next egg, which again, damn it, sorry. Getting the eggs close together is a pain in the neck. Yeah, I know, you can laugh, it's okay. I'm fine with it. But you know, I painted them and I used the adhesive and none of them got stuck together. And yet, on the live, they have to prove me wrong and show me up. And stick together. Do you mean what other places? I've used it on plastic, I've used it on wood, I've used it on metal, I've used it on clay pots. Yep, exactly, Mel. Was that what you were asking me, Mel? So basically, anything that, not on paper. I have not used it on paper. Now see this? I was telling you where you sand. This was raised. Where the two halves meet was raised. I sanded it down. And you have to do that with some of them. I think, that's exactly right. I've used it on glass and I'll show you. I've used it on shoes. I've used it on jeans. Last week we did jeans, and I'll show you that because they're right in front of me. I've used it on shoes as well, on an apron, on those bags that we carry, those tote bags. So really on anything and everything. I've used it on caps. Yes, it would. And the other thing is, if you're using the one I'm going to show you next, the glass one, you can layer them. You can layer different color foil on top of each other. So I'm just going to turn this way. And do it this way. Remember, this was the part that I touched by accident. There are, oh, Lori, I know. I guess sometimes we need to be careful. And typically I try to use foils that have small patterns so that it doesn't matter which way you put them. They're not following a particular, it's not like a big flower like this one. This one is called Mitzi. But this one would be hard to do on an egg because you lose the design of the flower. So you just go around looking for areas that haven't been foiled. Now, I particularly like foils not on the big eggs, but I didn't have many of the small ones. I like them on the smaller eggs, this size. Because when you do them in a small size, you can have different colors. The one I'm doing now is Razzle Dazzle. Yes, they do need to be sealed. Jill, have you tried your foils yet? Razzle Dazzle, yeah. And again, this would have been a perfect egg if I didn't mess up with the usual. And usually with the smaller eggs, I don't mess up. Now watch me mess up with the smaller egg. So just remember the mistakes I made. The first one being not being sure of which size. I use water-based. I really don't use, except for a couple of things from Pentart, any solvent-based products. I don't like the smell. Yes, you would just need to put a little bit of glue and then add the bling to the boo-boo. I'm trying to get the inside. I don't know why this pattern reminds me of Mardi Gras. Maybe because it's got the colors. So there's another one. They're not, remember, foils aren't supposed to be perfect. And these foam ones are far from it. You can see these. It does, doesn't it? It absolutely does. Okay, we've got one more big one. Shall I do the peacock or this one? And I can't remember the name of this one. Thank you. Sure, no problem, Miriam. Should I do the peacock or should I do this one? Tell me. Yes, that's true. Peacock? Okay, let's do peacock. And sorry, I can't remember the name of this one. Oh, no bright colors? Not peacock? So this or peacock? Who won yesterday? Who won yesterday's, Cassie, you decide. Because you won yesterday, right? Or yeah, you won yesterday. The bright color? Okay. And I don't know, I haven't picked out a stencil. Okay, that's perfect. I haven't had the chance to pick out a stencil, so it's going to be a big one. So Kathy, do your numbers, and I will show it to you tomorrow, because I haven't picked out, but I know it's going to be a big one. And then Kathy, you tell me who won. Look at this one. Okay, so I'm going to put it here. Oh, Laurie, please don't worry, my friend. Thanks for joining. Now, on this one, I would not put any glitter because it's already very glittery. Zero to 25, okay. I see that, thank you. So there's another one done. I don't dare try the one that we did together. Oh, shoot. Because it just got attached to something else. I'm going to move these out of the way. And, oh, I like that, Kathy. Keep guessing. So I'm going to move these out of the way. And we'll do the white ones. So save your scraps. I'm just putting all of these away so that I can get the white ones out, which are pretty much the same. Oh, actually, no, let's do the unpainted ones. It's already 3 o'clock. Okay, let's move these out, and I will get the clear ones. Okay, these are by Carol these are the painted ones that I did not paint. They came like that. Remember I showed them yesterday? And I made a list. This is exciting. Nobody's won yet. You must have picked some good numbers, Kathy. Oh, there's the one that I was looking for. Yeah, we're going to do something with them. Okay, so the blue bonnet. Trina won. Congratulations, Trina. I'll show it to you tomorrow. Sorry I did not get the chance today to pull a big one out. But I'll write your name down. This is blue bonnet. Let me just write down your name. Oops. I was going to write blue bonnet. Congratulations. Okay, I'm using this. I had already decided the blue bonnet that I was going to put on the pink. So I'm just, oops, sorry. I've got this in the way. Let's see what we got. And we changed the speckled one from this to this without painting it, just by putting the adhesive on. Look at the difference. Oh, you're so sweet, Trina. So let's do the other one with the leftovers, because we don't want to waste it. And I actually, out of all of them, I really liked the colors that I picked. And once you seal them, if you use a gloss sealer, these will look like porcelain. Oops. Let me just put some here. So you could easily do 2 small eggs with a small piece of paper. It is very sweet, isn't it? Okay, now the next one is going to be this one. And we're going to use, you could actually make 3 small ones, but I only have 2 pink. Yes, that's true. And I have 3, let's try it, Kim. Because I certainly have enough. And this is the one I chose for the other one. But no, they're foils, Kathy. They're foils. They're not, they work like transfers, but they need an adhesive for them to release. Thank you for the heart. There's special foils that are created for this purpose now. Before, that used to be for wrapping paper. So there's the pink. I mean the yellow. I'm colorblind too. Another nice one. I'm going to try this one on the other two yellows. I have only one here, but I have one. I kept them separated. Yes, it is a flower design. It is this one. Or you might be able to see it better like that. So the next one we're going to do is going to be, and I don't know the name of this one either. This one is another flower one, and you can see it. It's got butterflies and flowers. It's got daffodils and different, I don't know the names of the other flowers, but it definitely has different colors. So let me just do this. So this is what we have with this one. I did not, I think, put enough adhesive on here. But let's try the other blue one, the other yellow one. But nevertheless, it still came out good. Now there's another yellow one. So you can customize your own eggs, and you don't have to paint them. Again, another good thing is you don't have to paint them. And this was not something. This was something that I tried this year. So yesterday we did some without painting, and I really loved those. That's right. Thank you, Bertie. Yeah, it's called Woodstock. And in the picture, it's showing you what it would look like on white and what it would look like on black. Again, we've got on yellow. We still have green, turquoise, and I think gray. So that would be exciting. Yes, it would. But I don't know whether I would put, I'm a bit weird about glue and something edible. Now I want this one, I'll show you again what it would look like under white. So you don't even have to paint your white eggs. But look at this. This is what it would look like on white eggs. Which we could have done, but I didn't. Why? Okay, so the next one we're going to do, I'm just showing you different options. Yes, it is. Now we have 2 green ones. And I'm not even using a foot of the paper. Let me measure. Oh, that would be wonderful. Okay, so this is 4.5 inches, and you get 12 inches in a foot. Okay, so this one we're going to try on the green. Obviously here I did not put enough foil adhesive, but if I had, this is what it would look like. Let me try here. Yeah, that's okay. The 2 pink ones are fine. No, none of these are foam. These are actually plastic. These are absolutely plastic, so they're fine. Not that they won't pull on each other, but most of the stickiness is gone. Now, if you don't get a release, oh really, Betty? Okay, I'll look for it. If you don't get a release, like I didn't get anything here, that means I did not put enough adhesive. Oops. Let's try this one. Do I have any more? No, the rest are gray and turquoise. Let's try this one. And remember, the best part is you don't have to paint them. And if you find that you've missed a spot, you can either leave it as is, or you can go over it with adhesive. And this adhesive will remain tacky until you seal it. So it could be months, years, whatever. The only thing it will attract is dust. That's when it will stop being tacky. So please make sure that you seal. Another green one. Let's try the turquoise. I'm trying to, okay, the turquoise is this one. I don't know that I really like this one. Let's try it anyway. This is the black lace. on. I can't remember which side is which. Okay. Okay. Usually I would tell you pretty side up, but in this case, there's no pretty side. So test it with a piece of tape. The side that pulls up is the side that you end up putting down, because that's going to be the release. And yes, Betty, thank you. This will be that picture shows what the black lace would look like on white, and I can't see the other bit. I think I would probably put more. I don't think I put enough glue size foil adhesive on these. Because all I see is squiggly marks. So I might try another thing. I don't particularly care for this, so what I would do is put foil adhesive on, and I would pick a solid color. Yes, absolutely. That's why I said, Rennie, that it would look great if you spray it with a glossy paint, glossy clear sealer. They would look like porcelain. I don't particularly care for this print. So let's try, I don't know if Blue Bonnet would look good either. I don't know that I would like this one. Let's try the white lace. Yes, it does. It does. So now we're trying the white lace, and I don't think I'm going to like that either, but you never know. Yeah, I don't think I like that. You can see it barely. No, I don't think I like that. Let me see if I can... This might be a mishmash of tries. The Blue Bonnet. Yeah, see, the Blue Bonnet looks so much better on it than the white. So that is layering two different ones. Which you can always do. Which reminds me, before I get the gray, I'm going to show you what it looks like on glass. See, I really like that. And there's the white. But I like the Blue Bonnet more. It's lacy. I don't know what it is, Betty. That Blue Bonnet has gone a long, long way. See, I like this one much better than I like this one. They're both nice, but this one looks like dirt. So I would probably refoil this and do... Yeah, I just, and it's so much easier. Let me show you the glass. And this is the one that's double foiled. And the color right here is one foil, the blue, the orange, and the yellow are one. I've got green here where I patched it up. And then I went over it with this one. So you can double layer. Yeah, I could try that. I don't know that it would remain tacky, but definitely let me try. There's the black one. I would have to add more. It's not, I don't feel it very tacky. It's not very tacky, Betty, so I would have to re-glue, put foil. Yeah, that's true. That's true, I could. Well, let me start saving them. Usually I would, whenever I have excess, I usually cut out the good bits and send them. I don't have them all the time, so it depends. But you can see here, it would have worked as well. But the rest of it is not tacky. The last one, well, this one is pretty much done. The last one, and Kathy, that's a great idea. And I'm going to put these together. And because it was your idea, I'm going to try and remember to add them to your pile, to your stencil. I just have to remember to put them in somewhere. What was I going to show you now? Oh yeah, there's the clear one, the gray one. And we'll do a white one as well. And for this one, I chose a crackle clear. Let me just put these down so that I can pull out. Yeah, that was a great idea that Kathy suggested. Okay, so this is called Clear Crackle that I'm thinking of putting over here. I'm not sure how it will look. It might look bland. Oh, that's great, Kathy. We just want you to get better soon. You came up with the idea. Okay, I'm pretty sure. And this is an iridescent crackle. I don't really care for this. So let's see what other colors. Seeing that Blue Bonnet seems to be working on most of them, let's see if we get that. And I know there's a lot of tack left on it. Yeah, look at this. That's what I'm going to do the rest. You can see the crackle. And you can see the flowers. I think this blue bonnet seems to work for all of them. So you can see where the crackle worked and where you have both, a combination of both. So let's do this one this way. I have a confession to make. When I first started selling foils, I always included scraps with the sales. Not brand new ones, but pieces like this. Until I was given a lecture by one of the customers. It's called Crackle Clear, Lynn. Yeah, that's true. True, Kathy. I really do like everything with this. So after I got told off, I was told some choice words about what do they think we are, what do they think they are. I stopped sending scraps. Oh, you know what we're going to do? Let's try Sandrina on the last one. I know they're big flowers. And I got these for the clear ones because they are bigger. But let's try. That's Sandrina. And I'm going to use this part, and let's see. The flowers are not going to show up as good flowers because I think the egg is too small. So I think the blue bonnet is the best one. It seems to have worked on everything. Yeah, I don't care much for this. Let's see if Blue Bonnet can add any more. I am adding Blue Bonnet, and I think I should have gone with Blue Bonnet. Although I do like the colors. in the background. I'm going to show you one. I just got to notice that I might have added a phone number. That was, oh my God, that's crazy. Yes, it is nice. I do like it with both of them. So these just need sealing. And there was 12 of them. But that blue bonnet is something else. Yeah, but there are some people that, Kim, that don't think that way. So, you know, you get intimidated. And actually, up until today, this is the first time I've ever said anything about it. Only because the subject came up. Oh, Len, you're wonderful. Take care, my friend. And I know I've run over an hour and a half, but I've just got one more to show you. Or I can keep that till tomorrow. It's your choice. And tomorrow I have 6 more, and we're going to do something else with that. So there's another one. And actually, it's not too bad having the mix of both. So shall I try one more? And then tomorrow, I'll just do one more. This is one that I painted cream, only because the next few are work with better with light colors than they do. Wait, where did I put them? I guess I'm going to have to do Sandrina because I can't find them. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we're going to try it. Oh, you're so sweet, Lynn. No, this one I can't do. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I always try and include something. I did it again. I did not follow the rule that I just told you to do. And I might leave the others for tomorrow and do something else. Yeah, I put one to my right, but I had kept them separate in a bag so that I would know which ones are which. I do like this, but it's not so, I don't know. Let me do this. No, I don't like them. Not on eggs. So, let me turn this up. Oops. And get those ready in a envelope for Kathy. No, I can't find them. I know I put them on my left. Oh! Hold on. We're going to do Cleo's flower. Don't go. because this is smaller pattern. I think I'm not fond of the big patterns. Thank you, Betty, for so that doesn't look too bad if we do it that way. I think maybe the other 5 are going to be done this way because I think the pattern. Yes, that's true, Betty. But like I said, being told that I shouldn't have done this and that, you know, whatever it is, it was a couple of years ago. I think, I don't know, but I kind of like this. It's not, it's still very, very tacky. These foam eggs are a lot tackier than these. Yeah, Cleo's flower is really nice. So, tomorrow we might either, well, yeah, you know, you can't please everyone. So, and I'm a chicken. Yes, I will. Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to do my shipping this weekend as well as my taxes. Can you believe I have not started my taxes? So I will see you tomorrow. I think we might complete the other eggs that I prepared with Cleo's flour. And start another project. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry I kept you for so long, but this was very informative. Yeah, the speckled ones I think are my favorite. So I apologize again for keeping you so long. I really appreciate you being with me, and I'm so glad that we got to try out different ones. I think from now on, I will still show how to do this for people that want to learn, but I think my favorites are the painted ones. I'm so glad, Kathy. So please take care, everyone. I will see you tomorrow at 2. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.